Hi Scorpio, welcome to How Love Tarot. This is a general reading. Spirit, may I please have the present position for Scorpio. Scorpio, I'm looking at 4 different areas of your life. I'm looking at the present position to validate this is your reading. I'm looking at the strength. Spirit, may I please have the strength. I'm looking at the challenge and the possible outcome. May I please have the challenge. Interesting. Can I have what's good in the outcome for Scorpio? What do they need to know? What will empower them? What will help them to make the difficult decisions they need to make? What will help clarify their needs? Nope, too many cards. Spirit, may I please have what's good in the outcome for Scorpio? Thank you. Okay, Scorpio, let's take a look at what's going on here. What we have in the, so this is a general reading. What we have in the present position is letting go. Spirit, bring it forward. We also have the 8 of Wands. We have the Ace of Swords in the reverse, and we have the 9 of Cups in the upright. What we have here in the present position, Scorpio, is you're letting go. Allow the wisdom to remain, but the sting I shall never feel again. So there's some disappointment, hurt, pain, sorrow that you've been experiencing that has been a really difficult thing to comprehend, and you're now in a space in your life that you're letting it go. But I can't say, like, the energy that's coming from it is, it's difficult. It's difficult to let things go. It's difficult to allow the wisdom to come through. Even though you're doing it, internally it feels like a struggle. There is definitely looking back at the past here, and there's definitely I feel sorrow. I feel a lot of sorrow in your spirit, Scorpio. So it does feel like some relationships have changed, some relationships are different, and some relationships are now gone. I'll just leave that like that. Here in the 8 of Wands, there is a lot of communication. It does feel like you are, but it's a different type of communication than what you have been experiencing, really, even like up until 3 months ago. It does feel like there's a different type of communication here. There's a different type of energy that's coming in. There's fast communication coming in, there's rapid communication coming in, and it's coming in from different areas of your life, from people that are far away, whether that be emotionally or physically. But there's rapid action and movement. There's swift changes because of this communication. And there's a need to manifest quickly. Things are moving quite quickly as a result of the communication. So there's separation from people that you love and care about. And some of that feels like that's the communication. Spirit also makes me feel here that, you know, here in the Ace of Swords, there's people that you want to communicate with here, but there is no communication. There is, it feels like it's stunted in some way. There's a chaos in that communication. there's a brutality, if you will. However, you have some inner clarity and you're rethinking about the situation in a different way. You have had clouded judgment about it before, but I do feel like that is lifting. The reason for that is you are Nine of Cups, right? You are going solo on a lot of things. You are now where you were very entwined in how you were going to do something with other people or another person. You're letting go of all of that. You're just doing you, and wherever the chips may lie is where they're going to lie. And it feels like you've spent years trying to get through to somebody, think the way that they want you to think, work with them, be with them, understand them, and to just move in the same direction as them, to create as little drama as possible. That's what was needed in the situation. But here it's like a wish come true: contentment, satisfaction, emotional stability, luxury, and gratitude. And so you're, it's not like you're separating from this person. It doesn't feel like it to me, but internally you're separating from that person, and you're going to build your life and do the things that you need to do in your way. And you have a new courage and a commitment to that. So that's the present position. I'm going to go to the challenge here, and because what I have in the challenge is you finding it difficult to see victory in the situation. It's like choosing the worst of two evils, right? Between the worst of two evils. How do you do that, right? How do you pick the right decision? And it feels as if this, like, it's because you've gone it on your own, it doesn't mean it's a victory, right? And that's a challenge. It's kind of this sad thing that you have to acknowledge that you've done everything that you can and you've lost a part of yourself as a result of it. But you now have it's sad to you. There's a simultaneous letting go and a simultaneous kind of, I'm going to do it on my own, and I'm fine doing it on my own, but you're not really happy that that's the way it has to be. You're just accepting it. In the challenge, we have the Hanged Man reversed. You're seeing that things will never change, because this person is never going to change. Whoever you're dealing with, they're very controlling in controlling. They're very, very controlling, because internally there's a lot of insecurity in this person. There's a lack of control in this person. And they don't know how to control their own life, and so what they do is they control others. And so you're kind of, I don't know, usually that type of relationship is family related in some way, right? So that is that's difficult. It's in the challenge. They're still here. They haven't gone anywhere. Here in the King of Swords in the challenge, they're very they don't make decisions with their heart. They're very intellectual, very smart person in many ways. And they can be extremely disciplined, and they're very headstrong and stubborn. So it still feels like this person or this energy is still in your life, and that's the challenge, right? It's not like you can get rid of them. They're there. Not to worry, because you're kind of flying out on your own now. Here we have in the Strength the best possible decision. So Artemis, goddess of the bow, help me seek what I must know. Help me see what must be known. You're focused on having clarity about where to focus and how to focus your energy. What we have you doing in the Strength is understanding that you're going to be flying in a different direction. That direction, Scorpio, is with other people, going in a different direction, but following what needs to be done. You've given energy and you've tried to make things work and it hasn't worked. And so you're just kind of focusing on contemplating, reevaluating these relationships and disconnecting from what you can't control. And it's a strength because it's going to lead to a lot of internal stability. What we have is completeness, foundation, progress, power, stability. So yes, you want it's kind of like what's happening is somebody or something, or whether that be children, I don't know what form this is, but they need your attention, or at least one of them does, or two of them does. So I don't know what the hell's going on here, but Spirit is showing me children. And so there is so in the strength, you're focusing on the one that needs your help the most, or whatever is around you, you're focusing on what needs your attention and your energy the most. Okay, and that is very clear in you're not indecisive about that. You know exactly where your energy needs to go. So here we have the Page of Cups, right? In the strength, you putting out that energy, and that energy force coming back to you, it's reciprocal. And so while the other energy here in the challenge energy is a very vacant energy, here in the strength energy, what we have is reciprocal energy. We have creative opportunities, intuitive messages, curiosity, possibility, happy surprises, dreaming, sensitivity, and new love, right? So there is putting things in the past and just leaving it there and feeling that you're on stable ground now. Also, understanding that you can, I feel before that you have, I don't know, for some of you, it feels as if you have been feeling like a fish out of water in this situation, but now you're finding your groove and you're finding your element and you're finding where you belong and how to channel your energy so it's more purpose filled and purpose driven. Now, you've always known where that is and where that lies, but there's something about the significance of the clarity that you have with that. Here in the outcome, we have new beginning, we have transformation, right? So you are changing a lot, Scorpio. Your life is changing a lot, and you're going into a new chapter, a new phase of your life, and you're spreading your wings. Let this magic in my smell it's not smell, let the magic in my spell clear the space in which I dwell, right? So basically you're getting rid of negative energy. Now, some of you, you're in a situation that the negative energy is just there and you can't really do anything about it. And that's okay, because remember, you were born alone, you will die alone. No one is in charge of your mind. Only you are in charge of your mind. Only you are in charge of the space that you inhabit, which is your body. And so no one can infiltrate that. No one, that's a boundary that we all have. And so you don't need to have somebody that's negative around you infiltrate you in the manner that they've been really affecting your life. And so what we have here is a new beginning, a new communication, and a new belief and a new faith here as you transform and really keep going. I keep getting this image of you going in a different direction in your life, Scorpio. Where you were feeling left out in the cold before, that's now ended in the outcome. Here we have the High Priestess, and we have intuition, sacred knowledge, the subconscious, the divine, feminine, that's feminine energy as in nurturing energy, trusting yourself, your sensitivity, your purity, and your high moral ethic, right? So really kind of refocusing and understanding and taking being grateful for what you have, I feel like, you know, when you're around negativity, this is one of the reasons why I don't let negativity into my life, because even me as a psychologist, you know, I deal with negative energy all day long, because obviously when I'm seeing people in a clinical setting that have clinical depression, you know, things like post-traumatic stress disorder, they have abuse in their lives, all of that. They're bringing it to me, right? And they're laying it on my lap and they're like, hey, fix it. And that's okay, because that's my job and I can do that. Now, a lot of people get burnt out in my field. I can't tell you how many times I have trained somebody. This is in the beginning of my career, but they walk onto a psychiatric unit and I have to train them to do like vital signs and chart in the patient's chart, and you know, just kind of the lay of the land and how things run on the unit. And they will go on their break and never return, because they can't handle the negative energy that's around them. And obviously people that are depressed, people that are unhappy, people that are unfulfilled, talk negatively, judge, criticize others, they are very unhappy people, and that's very, very negative energy. And so you have to, and I am testament to that. You can, and I love all my patients that I interact with. We have a very good time, and I enjoy what I do. And I've never ever felt, even though they bring and what's the word, project all that negativity on me, it's never something that's a part of me. I can separate it. I can walk out of that session and feel extremely happy. And even in the session, I remain happy, because their stuff is their stuff. It's not my stuff, right? And I'm still able to remain pure in my energy, because they're coming to me for help. And so and I've obviously, you know, it's not just in that setting, but in my life also, there has been lots of negative energy around me, and I limit it completely, because I love my work that I do, and I'm willing, and I know that I want to help people. So they're bringing me, for the last 30 years, all their negative energy. And it's so easy for me to remain in my energy and for it not to affect who I am and my spirit. And that's what I feel about what's happening to you at this point. It feels like the negative energy around you, you're learning, or you're in your spirit. You found a way to be in your spirit, and you found a way to not detach, right? Because I'm fully engaged with every single one of my clients. I don't detach as a coping mechanism to take on that negative energy session after session. And I really, really hear very, very traumatic things and very painful things that people have gone through. And but I'm not detached from them, right? I am 100% engaged with them. And so you're finding that, your spirit is showing me that how you're finding a way of being in your power, bringing your light to the situation, and not letting that negative energy affect you. So I don't know if that made any sense, but didn't mean to talk about myself there, but that's how spirit was showing me the example of how you're now not detaching, but understanding that you don't have to detach from the energy, that you just have to find a different way of knowing that you have an inner strength within you, that your energy is your energy, and your sacred space is unlimited, right? Your power, your light, that God force within you is unlimited, right? So you understand that you don't have to allow others to affect your energy. Here in the strength position, you're taming the beast, right? So what was making you angry, frustrated, really just feels like manipulating energy, or very aggressive energy, It's now, because you've kind of stepped into this understanding of, hey, I don't need to lose myself in all of this. I can be of help and do what I need to do and remain me and remain happy and be in a space that, you know, I do what I have to do with that negative energy. And if I can't cope, then I need to check out of it for a minute, but then I can come back and I can be gentle and be a gentle force with that energy, right? So you're not the one that is escalating that energy. Again, Spirit, I don't know why Spirit is showing me this, but I can't tell you how many times I have been on a psychiatric unit and a patient is completely fine. They're fine. They're like watching TV or something. And a staff member will come along and say something really demeaning or stupid or idiotic, and where the patient was completely fine, you know, just watching TV and chilling out, the staff member has escalated the situation and triggered them and all of that. And so what Spirit is showing me is that you're stepping, there's a greater understanding in your behavior, your words, how you speak them, what you say, and you've always had that. It's not that you haven't had it, you've always had it, but it always felt like you were suffocating, that you were stifling a part of who you are. And now it feels like you can engage without stifling who you are, right? So I don't know if that makes sense, but I don't know why Spirit is showing me that so clearly. They don't usually bring up my stuff in readings. What's this? Oh, the Knight of Pentacles. Spirit, bring it forward. Can you not give me my stuff as an example? This is the outcome that we're talking about here. What can Scorpio expect? What can they look forward to? Why the Knight of Pentacles? So new opportunities are coming in here. You're going to be very productive. You're going to get back into a routine of something, and you're going to conserve your energy. There's an amount of efficiency and responsibility that you're taking. You're doing it slow and steady, and that is going to win the race. You are going to be victorious in this because you've learned to master the environment around you. And what we have here is a lot of spiritual energy, and you being, I feel here that you're, I feel here that things really calm down. I feel like you're shifting your energy and your focus into things that you want to put your energy into. So before it felt like it was more of a, I don't know, what's that word? Obligation. And now it's not. So Scorpio, it does look like you're going, or you have gone through a lot of stuff. If you're struggling with this and you're interested in life coaching, look down at the description below this video. It has my fee for life coaching, and if you're interested in a private reading, feel free to reach out. You can email me at howlovetarot@gmail.com. Howlovetarot is the name of my channel. That's also below this video. Scorpio, I hope this reading helped, and hit like, subscribe, hit the bell button. I apologize for not getting the reading out on time to you. I'm very busy, and I haven't forgotten about you though. Thank you for your patience. You take care, Scorpio.